Love is an overpowering force, and no matter how big and great of a warrior you are, and no matter how small and tiny and feeble you are, if love is unknown to you and you don't have mastery over it, it would take a complete command over you. But love is also the most beautiful thing that there is in life. So how can it be that love is at the same time something that drives us to keep going every single day, and on some other occasions, the very same thing that drives us to chaos and destruction? They said that with great power comes great responsibility. If you flip it about a little bit, you could also say that with a strong sentiment comes the need of strong knowledge and self-discipline. How many people do you and I know that have gone into relationships and ruined their routine, became sad even though they embarked in something that should have been happy? Well, in this video I'm going to share some insightful knowledge that I've painfully come to learn. And to not make it about me, I'm going to be using Haryu and Karen from Blue Box as examples. Let me first talk to you about the thin line that we tread, because we don't want to get with multiple partners throughout the course of our life. Ideally, we would wish to find somebody we love so much that we want to spend the rest of our life with that person. But you need training in love. So how can you get training and practice, you could translate that to, without getting so many partners? Well, in the first place, love makes us be irrational, right? And give up on our purpose, on our mission, on our things that we really desire to do before we encountered love. And it happens because we haven't been properly exposed to it. We don't experience love through our friendships, through our family, in a very normal way, even less so as the days go by. You walk into a household now and everybody is with technological devices or in their own routine for their own life. There is no longer any connection in the family household. You see friends interacting with each other, children, let alone adults that maybe have some sort of standard and don't want to get too touchy. You see kids, they don't even touch each other. They don't even have fun, hug each other. And physical touch is the biggest thing to actually feel that love. And to people that are not very empathetic, having this actual proper stimuli of somebody touching you is a better way of deriving that love. So the first thing to do to make sure that you are not going crazy when you finally do encounter that love that you wish to encounter, that we all do, will be to practice obtaining these little forms of love in everyday encounters. You can start by greeting people with a warm smile, by giving them warmer words, and slowly being a very affectionate person. Greet your friends with a warm hug and hold them tight before you let go. Give your parents a few kisses when you greet them and when you say bye to them. And by taking the initiative of giving this love out to the world, you will start to feel love in yourself and people will reciprocate it to you. Because everybody likes this sensation and everybody will want to continue feeling it. So they will start by giving it to you themselves. In leading this type of lifestyle as well, you will do the thing that matters most, which is you will have your own source of love from all places, and you will not depend on that person that will come into your life and all of a sudden become your entire dependency. Because of course, as it is your entire dependency, you will become obsessed with it. And actually you will deprive yourself of what real love could look like. So let me talk to you about Haryu and Karen. So this is a couple that know each other since childhood. The thing about this couple is that they both had their own goals that they wished to achieve. They both have their own missions and they didn't want to stagnate for anything. But it so happened that as they continued to know each other as the years went by, they developed romantic feelings for each other. These growing feelings became harder and harder to ignore, of course. Haryu was trying to cast them aside no matter how strong they became, because they didn't want to put themselves in the way of the other person's dreams and goals. This already is an amazing form of love. It already is the right mindset about it. I love this person so much, but I don't love them for me and for me alone. No, I love them and I wish for them to accomplish whatever thing that they have in mind. I believe this to be correct type of loving, unselfish type of loving. But of course, little by little this mindset became overpowered by the intensity of their own feelings for one another. Eventually, they couldn't hold it in anymore, and Karen said to Haryu that she liked him, or she loved him. So they started to date, but because they were fearful out of love for one another, they said, look, if either of us are getting in the way of the other person's dreams and goals, or we make them slow down, we're going to stop dating. They pretty much wagered their determination and courage with their relationship. And they said, look, if we can't keep going at this pace that we are at and we slow down for one another, we are being consumed by things that are not real love, and thus we should quit it. You know, the anime presented the relationship in a very casual way and unimportant. But when I broke it down and when I analyzed it, I think I got PTSD from my English teacher always telling me, alright, the table is red, what did the writer mean? And here I am like creating 10,000 theories. Well, but it becomes useful, right, to derive some lessons from some scenes, such as this one. I found this type of loving and this type of couple to be so inspiring and so awesome. I believe this to be closer to real love, because a lot of people will get in relationships, right? They will start loving each other, but it's a fake, selfish love in which they just become couch potatoes. They don't want to do anything. They gain weight. They stop socializing. And it's just them and them melting into one another in their house or rotting away in some corner of the world where they had so much unexpressed potential, so much light that they could have shed to everyone else. You might be in a similar situation where you were in a relationship or you are in a relationship and you found that you started losing some of this light. You started feeling as if your life became less filled with energy. And this energy is a little bit vague. It can come from different sources. But the point of this energy is that it means that you've got stuff going on in your life, notion. You know, and I know, it's not about money, success, this and that. At least not success in the metric of the norm. But rather, success is individual. Success is how you feel about life and how you are doing things and how I feel about life and how I'm doing things. If I'm the richest man alive, but I am depressed, I'm not happier than the man that is living with just enough to get by, but he's got a wife and some children and he's living in the countryside. I would love to be like that, right? You have everything in the world, but your experience of life is not good. Nothing is good. It doesn't matter. We are annoying creatures in the sense of that if we don't feel like it, we don't feel like it, even if we have every reason in the world. And we say that it's annoying because some people can be depressed and everything is fine and there's like no cure for them kind of thing. But yeah, it's complicated. It's difficult and it's sad that we are the way that we are. But at the same time, of course, being the way that we are makes us enjoy life all the more. So it's like when a man or a woman complains about a man or a woman, but at the same time they're still attracted to a man or a woman. It's like we can't run away from it. So if you are in a relationship where you feel like your light is diminishing, maybe think about this video, think about this example, think about this couple, Haryu and Karen, and how well they're doing it. Because in the past, I'm practicing abstinence now, but in the past when I had relationships and stuff, I've lost myself once or twice, and I've lost a relationship too for going on the other extreme and focusing too much on the career and all that, leaving aside the relationship. So there's a great balance, and you should seek to question your own love in order to find it, and seek to question your own actions in order to balance it. Strive to be 1% better every day, and much love.